For the interview. Yesterday you showed us a very nice lecture. Thank you for joining ICMS. This is a congress that was made from students, by students, for students and young doctors. Do you like it?
Very much. I liked it very much, and I was so surprised that there were so many students there and they had so many good questions for me after my lecture, so I was very surprised.
Okay, thank you. You presented us a lecture on a live birth after uterus transplantation. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? How did it start? What did you accomplish for the past 15 years?
Yes, we started in 1998, and the idea came from a patient when Professor Mats Brännström, he was working with gynecology in Australia. He met a woman. She had cervical cancer stage 1B, and she had to undergo hysterectomy. So when he was going to tell her that she is not going to have, she will not be able to have children in the future because of the lacking of the uterus, she was very fast to ask him to, why can't you transplant the uterus to me? My mother can give me her uterus. So this is actually a patient-initiated research. So he took this idea with him back to Sweden, and at that time I was searching for a PhD project, and then I started with this. He asked me if we could try this, and I said, well, we can try and see if it works. And at that time I was searching who will need this kind of surgery, and it ended up to that we have two different groups of women in the age between 20 and 40 that will need this kind of surgery, and it's women who are lacking in uterus because of malignancy, like this patient in Australia, or those who are born without a uterus, which we call Mayer-Rokitansky syndrome, MRKH syndrome. And here we have 1 out of 4,500 girls born without a uterus with this syndrome. And the other group is that they have a uterus, but they can't become pregnant because it's not functioning because of some malformations. So I started my research on mice to see if this kind of surgery was feasible, and in 2003 we could report pregnancy and offspring from the transplanted uterus, and here we could see that we were succeeding and could go further with this kind of surgery. So we went with bigger animals, and we tried also immunosuppression regimen, and we checked also the ischemia, reperfusion injury in different animals like rats, pigs, sheep, and finally baboon. And after that we were fine with our animal research, so we applied for doing a series of clinical trials in Sweden, and we got approval for doing 10, and it ended up with 9 patients and the surgery was done between 2012 and 2013, and the first baby born was reported in 2014, 4th of September.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so 15 years of so many hard work. What kept you going? Why didn't you give up? What was the reason you stayed so focused and dedicated?
Okay. The reason that we moved on was because we succeeded with the mouse trial. So if we maybe didn't succeed with the mouse, maybe we would stop because we could see that this is not possible. But when we succeeded with this small animal model, so we could see an opened way to go further. So it was just to study step by step the different things we wanted to check. So this is, and of course also we believed in this project, so that's why we kept going on.
Great. Can you say something inspiring for the people? What is your advice for the young doctors?
My advice is that it's very, very important to listen to your patients, because as we can see here, this idea came up from a patient. So it's very important, and then it's very important to find a good project to work on, which you like. And it's very important to have a good support from your clinic, a good supervisor, and the most important thing is that you believe in what you're doing. So in this way you can succeed really.
Great. And the last question, what about the future? Do you have any plans, new projects?
Yes, we have. So after doing these 9 transplantations, we did it with open surgery, and we could see that the operation time for the donor was quite long, between 10 and 13 hours. So now we have applied for new trials to do this kind of surgery by robot. And this is because we want to decrease this time for the donor surgery. So we have already done 4, and we can see good results already from these 4, and we have 6 more to go for. And we are also working on bioengineered uterus. So we want to make a new uterus in the lab, because we know that the organ donation today is limited all over the world. So if we can be able to go for bioengineered uterus, we will solve a lot of problems, and these patients will not need any surgery for the donor. They will not need any complications or any immunosuppression regimens in the future.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.